looking first alert. Volume 13. Oh, there's a hardwire one. I mean, not line cord one. Nice. True value. Yesterday we had a graduation party for my nephew Caleb. He graduated University of Minnesota Medical Sciences or whatever. Anyway, there's an RS or 76R, RS, 77W, that's the brown one. 869, I think that's that square one. And the 769 and 769 AC, nice. Well, this would have been. Oh, Gold Circle, huh? Never heard of it. Obviously, they were never around here. And tonight they had the ceremony. We were thinking of going to it, but we didn't. Well, we saw the live stream. So here's Caleb crossing.
Caleb Bentz.
And here's him crossing with a whole bunch of extra cheers added in that I got from other students as they crossed.
Caleb Bentz. Brian Sick.
Anyway, yeah, it was Ohio. I wonder if there were any from where Gales lived in Huber. But then, too, the main speaker system I use for my concerts, I was using that last night. And when we first got there, we were setting it up and it tipped. Then the tower line array tipped over. And we thought it worked good. Well, we noticed there was a lot of damage. And then when I went to do the last song, it just cut out. The whole thing cut out. See if we can get it fixed. Or we can't. Because we took it to the music store today and they said it still works, but one of the connectors to the tower broke off when it tipped. Anyway. You can just see it there. Why does that look like it's got larger slots, like an RS or RC? That's 76, so. Also, we heard a really funny name, too. Poor guy's probably been teased all his life. Like racing somewhere, you have somewhere you race to, get in your car and go. And here's the name.
Cale Yarbrough.
And because, not sure if his last name was spelled the same, but yep. So, yeah. Then here's another funny one.
We now welcome Chloe Falke, who are receiving their PhD in biostatistics and will be hooded by me.
And that was the announcer, basically. Not really announcer, but you know what I mean. Little Dalmatians. Oh, look at that. It's got his paw on one of them. On the detector. Just keep it away from the button, and I hope that battery's not in there. Oh, you can see the label on the side. What was the 76R? Maybe early RS. Oh, no, 76R. You can see that triple tab cache there. And the horn and the battery, of course. Look at that one, too. Showing it as a thin base. Maybe there were thin based RSs. As we know, that there's a thin base for the FT777s. Look, it's got 8 sections of vents on the front and 8 vents on the side, even though we're only seeing 4. I wonder if there were that did, because we know, of course, that there are RCs that had 8 vents on the side, but only 6 sections. And we know that the SA120s and 125s did have 8 sections of vents, but 2 were taken up by the light. That's not a first alert. That's an Entronic Vigilante. Nice picture of it, though, on a tile ceiling. I expanded the search a little bit. Yonkers. They use standard smoke alarms, first alerts. 76R, nice. Huh, interesting. I didn't know Yonkers sold them. A lot of them I've been to have smoke card 809s. I'm thinking maybe they'd sell a smoke card 809, but who knows? ADFC or FTFC, yeah. No, that's not an escape light. That's the 125. Oh, come on. Come on. Why did I have to see that? Because today at jam session, there's FC. But anyway, yeah, today at jam session, I was just off. Couldn't play in time. And then this happened. Not sure what was wrong with me today. I just couldn't keep time, and that's what cost me. It was nice while it lasted, but I guess we all have to move on. And I guess I'll have to put a feeder out, see if there's any bands that need a drummer. Of course, I'm gonna play for something like a really fast metal band or something. Not right now. There's the code 1, and that's a humidifier. Again, one of the 6 thin slots on the side. I wonder if those existed. And anyway, yeah, that was a sad day for me. Anyway, search for a smoke alarm now. Seen that picture before. Again, that's a Vigilante. And that one looks like an HB0933 or a big old Fire-X. And no, seeing of that, I wonder if we can find anything on really old Fire-X's. Because evidently the ones for the FXB, the really old ones, it says new compact design or whatever, one on the package. I don't think we have ever seen one of the predecessors to the FXB. Again, if they existed, here's that one again. Westlock. We've seen their detectors a couple times. There. Now we're going to look for Fire-X. Probably getting a lot of find a lot of FXBs, FX1020s and stuff. Or a lot of text onlys. Let's see, first guard. Lock department. 78. So it looks like the older FXB ones. Firex/First Guard. United Hardware. Here's one with the old box, old logo. FXB1 MFX, huh? Was that an obscure model number or something? Or maybe that's something that the store added on. It's noms. Let's see. Here's First Guard again. Let's see, the log department, not that United Hardware. I wonder if maybe First Guard was like Firex's consumer brand, and Firex was reserved for the contractor level, professional level. Yeah, maybe First Guard was Firex's consumer level brand at the time. No, that doesn't. That place. No, maybe not, because that looks like a consumer level store. And you see that whole picture. See, there's that MFX again. I'll bet. Yep. So I wonder if that's their, like something that they put onto the model number. Well, I reached the end of results for smoke alarm, so let's put smoke detector. Oh, that place again. Gonna be a mouthful though. Peterson Harned von Mauer. Peterson Harned von Mauer. Cool name, but yeah, like I said, kind of a mouthful. Let's see, here's the older Firex logo. And this one just says Firex, so. Original hardware. So maybe my theory was wrong about First Guard being consumer level. Maybe they were both. Because of course Firex had their designs that looked like the Colemans in the 90s and 2000s, so. Definitely not Firex, but I see 3077 there. There's that Firex. Of course we know about the 3077s. Several of us got one, and of course mine's still dead. End of results. Alright, this is going to be back in this set. I was looking, of course, for my side series, but there. And obviously, if you're in the fire alarm community, you know that that's based on a real one. Let's see if I can find one here. No, I almost thought that was it. Again. There we go, right here. Nice, that's cool. It looks like he shatters it. And of course, that's not how you operate that. And even says right there, open door, pull handle. But I like how it was based on a real alarm. They must have had that in like the drawing room, if you will, where they designed the comic. Let's see, 81. Would that been a siren? Because if it were like electromechanical, it probably would just be E. And for like bells, it probably just ring, whatever. So yeah, that's cool. That's just the normal 777. Change the date range. That one still. 777C, nice. RC 125. 777C, yeah. And you can see right there. 777C, as you can see right there. A good picture of one. I think that's the... No, that's the only 777. Only the 777, I mean. Unless there was a 777C without the button. As far as we know, there's never been 79R based units without test buttons. But anyway, normally I'd be practicing at this time, and I would have been, because there was a practice today. But of course, since I'm out, yeah, that ain't happening, sadly. And that's not a Family Guard either. That's a Captain Kelly. I wonder if they had a 9-volt version of that. I don't think we've ever seen one yet. Oh boy, here we go with those. I was going to say that and then it ends. Found several pages of those things. It's like a bank. You can get one if you put in a deposit or whatever. The normal 777. 77R based one. Had to readjust. Uh-oh. Here we go with this again. I was doing this earlier. And no darn Family Guard, those are first alerts. Yeah. I like those 777Cs. And of course, I like the 76RCs and those. And my normal 777 or 888C. But they're just showing the old school 77. I don't know what they're doing right now. I don't know what songs they're practicing. And I wonder if they miss me or not. I miss them, of course. I'd show them the older 77 with the test button. The 81 though. I think they would have transferred to the, or transitioned to the 77Cs by then. Uh-oh. You can see a first alert there. Oh, that's interesting. It's on like a reflective surface. But again, that's not Family Guard. Yeah, that's the one with the red colored box. I remember seeing those in Sterling Drug. That's the one that I mentioned in one of the side volumes. I need to brighten up, if you will. There'll always be other opportunities for me. But as for now, we're probably just going to haul all my drum stuff to the storage unit. Because obviously it's going to be just taking up space in my apartment as right now. And I wonder how they're going to do tomorrow, too. The jam session. As they said, they relied on me to keep the time. But of course, if I can't keep the time myself, then yeah. What can they rely on? Yeah, I'm gonna search detector with light. See if we can find anything. What's even worse though, we had a concert Friday with the Patience of Fortitude. So what are they gonna do now? One of the keyboard. We're gonna have to play drums on the keyboard or something, I guess. More first alerts. Can we get something out of it, like Wards or Honeywell or something? Oh, look at that one. That's got the... Whoa! Okay. This'll cheer me up a little bit. Look at that one. It's actually got 8 sections. Interesting. That's just got the normal 6, but wow. And that, I don't think that's one we've seen yet. Of course, we've seen plenty of SA300s with 6 sections. And what's interesting is this is an actual picture of it too, so they had to have existed. Imagine if it was an SA300 with the piezo. Oh, that would really be cool. Because, of course, those are piezos. Man, that was... wow. Like maybe a transition between the electromechanical 300 to the 301. Man. All right, people. There's your challenge. Find one of those, too. Well, I thought it was. Because otherwise, it works perfectly. Here's 79R base series with light. Just this search results page for some reason. Uh-oh. Oh. False alarm. It's that one. Oh, Best again. Nice. Yeah, I told you about Best in Burnsville. I miss that place. I do miss it. Yeah, evidently it's their server or something. Let me check on the computer. Yeah, it was the website. I did it on my computer too. The RS one. Yeah, by this time I would have been home by now. Back home from practice, but yeah, there's the Dicom with light. See a ceiling fan if it would load. Oh, right as it loaded, it crashed. Right as it loaded. The Dicom with light again. You know, there's the fans. Doesn't really say what brand they are. But it's a Canadian place, so some of our Canadian viewers would know. Continuing on. Yep, another SA120, 125. And of course, ADFC. I know what that is. I've been to one, and Gail's lived in Ohio, and there you go. Man, last night I had a dream about who my replacement was in the jam session. And there was some lady who brought a Roland module like this, then a Yamaha DD65 drum pad, and she was gonna hook it up through MIDI. So I guess that's who my replacement is at the jam session. And seeing that, I wonder. Oh, there's an Emerson. Anyway, I wonder how the concert's gonna go today. Emerson, huh? Let's see. Oh, one of those Fargo ones. That's cool. I don't think we've ever seen that one yet. Or maybe that's the gas detector. And I was just thinking too that number one, that lady in my dream, she would probably be my replacement for the band. And then number two, for that First Alert SA300 with the 8 sections, that probably would have been the equivalent of the BRK with the 8 sections. That 79R one that I have, that looks like the 79R, even though it's not really a BRK itself. Let's see what this is. Oh! Hey, look at that! The CD400A! Now if we can find one. Alright, I'm going to search SA300 here. See how many we can find with that cool design. No, that's just the normal one. Those are still cool though. And yeah, I did end up taking most of my drums to the storage unit. The 300A? Oh, it'd be Canada. Continuing on. Oh, there's the one with the 8 slides, but it's the normal RC. Still wouldn't mind having one of those though. And that's the 6. But again, still cool. And, well, I found out how the concert went.
I remember when I was a lad, times were hard and things were bad. But there's a silver lining behind every cloud.
That's right. I was joking all along. Anyway, there you go, folks. Thanks for watching.